Well, the rain is not going away, Coach. In fact, it's beginning to actually pick up a bit more. But either way, we've got football from Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go. And we check 53. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike 53. You. Mike 53. 53. Mike.
Brissett sets to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And the Lions first down.
Ready. 15 on it. Check 53. Quarterback, don't get nervous, Matt. Next up. Don't get nervous. 25.
Brissett on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Run, they'll try again, 2nd and 10.
No.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Catch made by Fulgham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
To Travis Fulgham. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally, marked down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Detroit.
counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Vance. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 17-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Set, ready. Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 49, check 49, check 49. Go. Tighten up. Go, Ringo.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check 99. Kill. Check nickel.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, it's awfully tempting to go for this, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a big part of me that says let's go ahead and do it because they've got momentum. It's been a nice drive to start the game, but from this distance, the odds aren't with them at all. Take the 3 points, feel good about that, come back and get the touchdown on your next drive.
Yeah, and you're on the road, so snag the lead while you can. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's not going to get me. Let's go. 54, right there.
Back to throw, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. That's it. Just like that. Let's go, let's go.
Great.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
On first down, it's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to number 15. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Newton. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
20.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, 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 hey. Bang, 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 bang. Spawn. Spawn. No, no, no. Zip it. 53, check 53. So don't say nothing.
Brissett. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check the hot read.
A first down carry by Elliott. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
On first down, Elliott. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
20.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
30. 50.
I got you.
Newton on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 40. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton now to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 20, Spaghetti.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Alert flare. Alert flare.
20.
They'll run with Elliott. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's what I do. 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. So in terms of Yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Great.
Newton now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing.
Here we go.
Newton on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Watch the safety creep.
Great. Express.
Mike's by 4. Here we go. Mike's 54.
Great.
Hey.
Throwing again. Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Hey, alert 3. Check 31. Kill.
20.
Back. Switch. Undercrush.
Gun. 8.
Check
20.
Check 43. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Again, Newton looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Lions.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Ball trot. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
A first down throw for Brissett. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the slack. Comes to me, it's me.
Brissett sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
On the ready. 53. Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. On it. Check. Let's go. Check. Be a long day for you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
20.
Switch.
10th carry now for Elliott.
You got that.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's the Panthers punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett, he's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 60 yards.
Set, ready, 6 yards. 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett, open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be taken short.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Break the set. Look at it.
54 Mike. Yeah. You don't want nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go. 180.
54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now get it.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Carolina, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.